I've been trying to find ways to get better at drawing, and I think I've just found the ultimate drawing test. The first test couldn't be easier. Draw some straight lines with a ruler and see if you can match the lines on top. But before you go off and do more lines than a naughty schoolboy, check out these 3 tips to help you succeed. Tip 1, use your whole arm to draw. When you're drawing little circles or little lines, it's fine to just use your hand, like when you're doing handwriting practice. But as the work gets bigger, you're going to want to start to use your whole arm. So that's using your elbow, your shoulder and your hand to make those good lines. And that way you're going to make sure all your lines are nice and clean and smooth and confident. Tip 2, practice strokes or ghosting is when you're going to be using your hand to practice the line before you actually draw it. So see here, I'm doing lots and lots of lines just to make sure I'm getting it right before I commit my lines down. Tip 3, speed. All the way through this task I thought going quickly with my hands is going to make it super confident and make it straighter, and that's true. If you're going really slowly, your line's going to be wobbly. You need to find the perfect in-between speed. It's not too quick where you're losing control and you can't stop your line, and it's not too slow where it's going to be wobbly and bumpy. So play around with speed and find which speed's best for you. So the idea for this one is to follow the line as best you can and try and stop at the point. So you do your ghosting and then you start at the dot at the start of the line, and then you go across and you do multiple lines. And what you should find is the more you practice, the more accurate you can be with that, and you want to be trying to stop your pen line exactly at the end. Obviously when we're starting, it's not going to be that good. Mine aren't that good, and I've been drawing for ages. This is why it's a good test to do. The main thing is using your whole arm on the big lines and then getting confident and nicer lines. If you're doing it really slowly, you might be staying on the line, but it's going to be wobbly, and we don't want wobbly lines. Second test, dot to dot. We're going to draw dots across the page and match them up with our line. So this time we're not doing lots of lines, we're just going to do one line from one dot to the other. And again, we want to try and start on one dot and finish on the other dot. You need to concentrate on the speed. Maybe lots of people might have to speed up, some people might have to slow down like I did. Test your speed, make sure you're using your whole arm, and have fun. Remember, we're not looking for perfect lines, we're looking for you to be more confident with your lines, and that's the major thing that's going to improve your art when you come to draw. Third test, I'm calling this crisscross, because we're doing the same thing on the first test, except this time we're making boxes, and we're going to crisscross all the way through the middle. So we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4 lines all the way through. Take your time, use the first 3 steps. Practice using your whole arm, practice doing the ghosting, so you're practicing before you actually draw the line, and practice different speeds. Fourth test is total eclipse. So this time we're practicing our circles. So we're going to split our page into lines like this, and then along the lines, like your handwriting practice at school, you're going to practice doing ellipses. The big ones, use your whole arm to try and draw the circle. We're going to go around 1, 2 every time. And on the little ones, you can use it more like when you're drawing an O, and just use your fingers and your wrist a bit more. What we're looking for in this test is, again, we're doing confident lines. That's the major thing. But when you get confident, let's see if we can go all the way up to the top line and the bottom line. So when you're doing your ellipse, we're going to go round. So we're going all the way along the edges. You want to hit the top, the side, the bottom, and the ellipse next to the one you're doing. So, and then to take it to the next level, you're going to go back to your crisscross work, and you're going to try and put your ellipses inside those boxes. So we've got the crisscross box, and we're going to draw ellipses in all of those. And this is good because they're all different sizes and shapes, and they're all awkward. And again, you're going to go round and see if you can fit it in. And here we're looking to get right up to the edge of each box, and again do 2 lines. So we're going 1, 2 every time. This is a great test to do, and you could do it every day, but I think it would be quite boring and it would turn you off from doing art if you're practicing it every day. But I still think the best way to get good at drawing is by drawing things that you really like drawing, like your favourite characters, your favourite cartoon characters, or copying your favourite artists, because you're going to be motivated to do that, you're going to want to do that, and you're going to like the pictures you're making. And that's what I did when I did my 7 days of drawing Naruto to try and get better. Check it out. If you like drawing Naruto, have a go, join in.